dip that is all that the UP cabinet will be taking after that special cabinet meeting at the Prayagraj, and we expect that there will be big decisions that will be taken in this UP cabinet meeting. We are waiting for official information on what really has happened in that key meeting, but these are the latest visuals that we are getting in right now as we speak. This is a special cabinet meeting that has happened, and right now the Yogi Adityanath with his cabinet colleagues will be taking the holy dip, and the cabinet meeting was held at Triveni Sankul in Arail, and now they're going to the Ghat, and they're very happy, of course. They're waving to the people out there, and we will get you more.
सबको जोड़ती है संस्कृति, ये तोड़ने की बात नहीं करती, सबको जोड़ती है। एक एक व्यक्ति को तो कहाँ निषाद राज है, कहाँ पटेल साहब है, कहाँ दूसरे लोग हैं, कहाँ राजभर है। तो इस तरीके से सबको जोड़ने वाली संस्कृति है। ये जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलप होगा, ये कनेक्ट करेगा सबको। ये प्रयागराज को कनेक्ट करेगा, मिर्जापुर को कनेक्ट करेगा, बनारस को कनेक्ट करेगा, बुंदेलखंड को कनेक्ट करेगा। तो पूरी संस्कृति पूरे एक साथ लिंक होगी, जो आज यहाँ दिख रहा है। तो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में भी बड़ा लाभ होगा। जैसे उन्होंने कहा कि जो निवेश आ रहे हो, यूथ को कैसे लाभकारी हो, जो नीतियां बनी थी उनको उन्होंने चेंज किया है कि कैसे निवेशक आकर्षित हो इन क्षेत्रों के लिए। तो इस तरीके से सरकार लगातार केवल अध्यात्म की बात नहीं कर रही, सरकार यूथ की बात कर रही कि कैसे उनको काम मिले, सरकार निवेश की बात कर रही कि कैसे निवेश आए, सरकार इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर की बात कर रही कैसे इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बेहतर हो। तो सारी चीजें कनेक्टिविटी एक साथ लेके आ रही सरकार।
बिल्कुल रामेंद्र, ये जो दृश्य दिखाई दे रहे हैं, हमें याद है 2017 में योगी आदित्यनाथ जब एक प्रचंड जीत के साथ प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री के पद पर आसीन हुए, उस समय भी देश विदेश में इस बात की चर्चा थी, उनके भगवा अवस्था की चर्चा थी, योगी आदित्यनाथ का मुख्यमंत्री होने की चर्चा थी। और 2017 के बाद से दूसरे कार्यकाल में भी 2022 के चुनाव में एक बड़ी जीत के साथ योगी आदित्यनाथ सत्ता पर बने रहे। ये बताता है कि किस तरह से देश में एक बड़ी सोच, एक बड़ा बदलाव हुआ है, जो कि उत्तर प्रदेश देश का सबसे बड़ा सूबा है। इस सूबे में आज जब दुनिया देखती है कि योगी आदित्यनाथ जैसा एक सन्यासी मुख्यमंत्री होते हुए कुछ बड़े बदलाव कर रहा है, जिसमें विरासत और विकास दोनों को साथ लेके चल रहे हैं।
ये देखिए, तो जो भगवा को मूल को नहीं समझता वो शायद इसको लेके सशंकित रहे हो। भगवा के मूल में ही सबको लेकर चलने की सामर्थ्य है, भगवा के मूल में ही सारी चीजें समाहित है। भगवा पूरी संस्कृति है कि दुनिया के लिए काम करता है, पूरे विश्व भगवा अपना परिवार मानता है। तो जब ऐसी परिस्थितियां हो तो भगवा को लेकर जो नहीं जब नहीं जानते कि वो इस तरह मूल संस्कृति इस तरह के कोई चर्चा इस तरह करते हैं कि भगवा बैठ गया, पता नहीं क्या होगा, तो वो तो समझ में आता। भारत के लोग अगर करते हैं तो थोड़ा सा तकलीफ होती है, जो भगवा के मूल में है। ऋषि साधु संत धारण करते हैं, उन्होंने विश्व कल्याण की बात की, उन्होंने भी और हमारे पूरे मानवता के कल्याण के लिए है। तो वो तो इसलिए इतना कि पूरी दुनिया के लिए काम करे, समाज के लिए काम करे। कहीं से आता है, जब मिलते हैं तो उनको लोग सहज रूप से लोग कहते हैं कि संत से मिले हैं, लेकिन जब प्रशासनिक व्यवस्था संभालते हैं तो लोगों को लगता है कि बहुत शासक है। तो दोनों चीजें स्थापित होती हैं। इससे उत्तर प्रदेश बदला है, अन्यथा उत्तर प्रदेश शायद बदल ही ना पाता। उत्तर प्रदेश को वो दौर भी याद करिए ऋतु, जब आप तो लगातार यहीं की रहने वाली है और आपने बहुत कवर किया है, तो वो दौर कैसा था और आज का दौर कैसा है। कल हमको ऐसे रोज मेरी पहले आपको
बिल्कुल रामेंद्र, हम जानते हैं 2017 में मुख्यमंत्री बनने के बाद अश्वनी हमारे साथ जुड़ गए हैं। अश्वनी, 2017 में मुख्यमंत्री बनने के बाद योगी आदित्यनाथ ने 2019 के अर्ध कुंभ में जिस तरह के एक बड़े परिवर्तन
And you have live visuals coming in from the Mahakumbh. The motorboat there is carrying the entire UP cabinet right now, viewers. Yogi Adityanath with his deputies and his other cabinet colleagues, of course, with the heavy security, are right now on that motorboat going to the Arail Ghat, the VIP Ghat, where they will be taking the holy dip. And in fact, Yogi Adityanath has been in Prayagraj. We've seen he's been in Prayagraj since Sunday, and he has spent at least 2 days, 2 to 3 days as well. Today was the very important, crucial that cabinet meeting, and we witnessed that Yogi Adityanath, of course, holding that very important meeting, cabinet meeting, special cabinet meeting for Prayagraj. Several proposals to be approved in that, and 54 ministers were invited to this meeting, and the cabinet meeting was held at the Triveni Sankul in Arail, and the location was changed to avoid inconvenience to the pilgrims visiting the Sangam. So earlier it was happening at the Sangam, but now it was shifted elsewhere. Now the entire cabinet is all set to take that holy dip in the sacred waters. Second time that Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath is leading his cabinet to the Sangam. 2019 we saw him during the Kumbh Mela. That was not the Mahakumbh, that was the Kumbh Mela. He took a ceremonial dip along with his ministers and the and other saints as well. And right now we see Suresh Kumar Khanna, Surya Pratap Shahi, Swatantra Dev Singh, Baby Rani Maurya, Jaiveer Singh, Lakshmi Narayan Chaudhary, Dharampal, Nand Gopal Nandi, Anil Rajbhar, and all 54 ministers. Of course, Brajesh Pathak and Keshav Prasad Maurya, the deputies also, including all the ministers who have independent charge and state ministers, are there in that motorboat. They are now moving to the other side to take the holy dip in the Sangam after they attended the cabinet meeting. And the Hindi version of the Indo-Japanese animated film Ramayan, The Legend of Prince Ram, will also be premiered today at the Mahakumbh, viewers. Special screening will happen near Netra Kumbh, Sector 6. Screening is one of the many new features that have been introduced by Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath for this year's Mahakumbh, and in fact it's the first time in Mahakumbh's history that an animated film will be screened, but that's what Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has arranged for, so that everybody, the young, the old, everybody can understand the significance of our culture, of the heritage of our the Ramayan. Also the animated film has been in fact already screened there, and now we have Yogi Adityanath's visuals coming in with his cabinet. Right now they are traveling to the VIP Ghat for the holy dip, and these are motor boats, of course, that are carrying the entire cabinet. They will perform the worship rituals as well, and take the holy dip. And in the sacred waters of the Triveni Sangam, VIP security, of course, could have disrupted the pilgrims' movement. So that's why the Mela Authority Auditorium was not chosen. It was changed to the Triveni Sankul for the cabinet meeting. The location was changed to avoid any inconvenience to the people, to the pilgrims attending there. And many of the Mahamandaleshwars, remember, have also arrived today at the Sangam. They are, of course, coming in every day. And now we have these visuals coming in live, first and exclusive on Republic TV. In a short while from now, Chief Minister Yogi will be taking that holy dip in the Triveni Sangam, the confluence, the holy confluence. And this will be, of course, along with his other cabinet colleagues. And remember, 22nd of January is also, if you talk about the Gregorian calendar, it marks 1 year of the consecration of the Pran Pratishtha, of the inauguration of the Ram Temple. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath had also, in fact, posted on social media platform X about that. And today, of course, is a very special day. He has come to the Prayagraj Ghats for the holy dip. And despite the cold weather, we've seen that millions of devotees still gathering at the Triveni Sangam every day in crores, viewers. And, at least around almost nearly 9 crore devotees have taken the holy dip at the Sangam in the Mahakumbh till now. and we have several of the top ministers also coming in. We saw Rajnath Singh in the latest, who had taken the holy dip just a day ago or 2 days ago at the Sangam, at the Triveni Sangam. Today we have Yogi Adityanath along with his cabinet ministers who will be taking that holy dip. And of course, there are people from across the country, across the globe who have come in, people from foreign countries who have come in. And now, of course, there are preparations that Yogi Adityanath and his cabinet have discussed about the second Amrit Snan, that is the Mauni Amavasya Snan on the 29th of January. And right now we get visuals. It will take some time for them to reach that ghat and prepare themselves for that holy dip at the Triveni Sangam. But more importantly, we have to, of course, also talk about the important decisions that have been taken. Now you can see some of them have already started to take the holy dip, I believe. These are visuals coming in from the Triveni Sangam, from the Mahakumbh at the Prayagraj. And saints, devotees, ministers, top ministers, everybody converge at the Triveni Sangam. Of course, there is heavy security, media presence, as well as the entire cabinet, entire UP cabinet has arrived here at the Mahakumbh, at the holy confluence. And I think these are visuals coming in. They have deboarded that motorboat, and the cabinet ministers have begun taking that holy dip. All the 54 ministers, the cabinet ministers, are taking the holy dip right now as we speak. Live visuals coming in from the from Mahakumbh, from the Triveni Sangam at Prayagraj. Entire Yogi cabinet at the Mahakumbh. 54 ministers taking that dip, from Om Prakash Rajbhar to the deputies. All of them taking that holy dip. And you can see Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath there, saffron clad as always. He is there, all set, flanked by his cabinet colleagues. He's all set to take the holy dip. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, in 2019 we last saw him in public eye taking that holy dip at the Triveni Sangam. That was the Kumbh Mela, and this is the Mahakumbh of 2025, a very holy occasion, very special occasion, a historic occasion. And the Chief Minister now going to take that holy dip. Yogi Adityanath arriving at the Triveni Sangam along with his cabinet colleagues. 54 ministers going to take that dip in Mahakumbh. And live visuals coming in from the Triveni Sangam. And the Namami. All right, so we are talking about the Mahakumbh right now, not the Namami Gange project right now. We are live visuals coming in from the Triveni Sangam, and 54 ministers. You can see Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath there in saffron clothes, and also many others who have who have donned white or the saffron colors. They are now giving the Anjali, the Argha, and now they are taking the holy dip after offering the holy water to the Lord Sun. After the Argha to the Sun, to Sun God, now we see Yogi Adityanath and the others, all the cabinet ministers taking that holy dip. And of course, chanting, the chants, of course, echoing all across. Yogi Adityanath in the middle, you can see him giving the Argha and also paying tribute to the sun god and also the rivers. Everything is, of course, it's a matter of faith, and the entire Yogi cabinet is there showing full solidarity. And all of them have come together at the Triveni Sangam, the symphony of tradition and belief, at this confluence, and of course raising many religious chants as well. We see from several communities, all of these ministers are from several communities, all sections of society, all sections of Indian society. But they've all come together at the Triveni Sangam and taken this holy dip along with Yogi Adityanath. Of course, work. Niranjan Narayan Swami, the executive editor, joins us on the broadcast. Niranjan, well, we see Yogi Adityanath right in the middle, an entire cabinet, 54 ministers who come from all sections of the society, coming together, uniting in public eye and taking that holy dip at the historic Mahakumbh.
Well, yes, and this is historic because you have in the next few days not just the UP Chief Minister, but you have the Home Minister, the Prime Minister also, traveling to Mahakumbh. This is the world's largest gathering of, under, in one place, all right? And this is, look at that, the colors of the Mahakumbh, which is, a poster, all of this is a poster to the world of what India is all about, our culture, the best of our culture, heritage, traditions on display. This is the world's largest gathering of humans at a function, at a religious event, where Yogi Adityanath and his entire Uttar Pradesh cabinet have been present since this morning. They held the first cabinet meeting in Prayagraj, and they have just taken the holy dip in the Sangam. Initially, the planning, the plan for the meeting was to be held at an auditorium, but later it was shifted to what is called the Triveni Sangam. And the UP government, all the 54 ministers, in fact, are here in Kumbh, and all of them are taking a dip, setting an example. All of them are ministers, and all of them leading from the front, because for the entire world and for Uttar Pradesh, for Uttar Pradesh specifically, the entire world is looking at this event. It's gathered so much traction worldwide. This Mahakumbh is special, happens once in 144 years, and we're looking at the live pictures, and we had some numbers yesterday, Rakshita. I can tell you those numbers, upward of 8 crore people who've taken the dip so far at the Mahakumbh. The Chief Minister himself and the entire cabinet joining and adding to those numbers of the Mahakumbh festivities and the number of devotees who have taken the holy dip right now. And there was an official press release that came in earlier that confirmed that all 54 ministers of the UP cabinet were invited to the meeting. And there are several significant proposals as well that were called for, approved in this particular meeting. It's a special meeting, of course, for the UP government. And look at that. These are pictures that you'll never see, unprecedented pictures. All of them proud of the Indian culture, proud of the heritage and the traditions that are being portrayed to the world from Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh. This is day 10 of the Kumbh Mela, and the Prime Minister will be here on the 5th of February. 5th of February is also the day when Delhi goes to polls. Interestingly, the holy dip at the Triveni Sangam by the UP government is on your screen right now. Yogi Adityanath, we all, most of us live in Uttar Pradesh, technically, right, Rakshita, and you know that Yogi Adityanath is extremely popular across Uttar Pradesh and even, outside of Uttar Pradesh. Of course, I can tell you that in Karnataka, it's huge following. In most states, if not all states, he's got a huge following and hugely popular. Doesn't shy away from taking a stand, from portraying Hinduism to the world. And this is him, Yogi Adityanath, who earlier said that to create a sustainable development for Prayagraj and surrounding areas, he said we will develop this region right now, because this is you can say the capital of the world for religious and cultural festivities in the next at least 1 month. Everybody will converge to Mahakumbh. They continue to converge, and so many people. It's a gathering of mankind here in a way, with 40 crore people expected to take the dip when the festivities end in the middle of February towards the end of February. And we're also hearing that there will be some infrastructure development measures that will be taken, especially to improve the region, especially Prayagraj, given the kind of boost in tourism it has seen, not just this year, but over the years. An extension of the Ganga Expressway, we are told, will be given. Ganga Expressway will soon travel. Will go from Prayagraj to Mirzapur, to Bhadohi, to Kashi, and connect to Purvanchal Expressway in Ghazipur, is what Yogi also said earlier. But
Yeah.
I can tell you that this is huge because he's leading from the front. He's taken his entire cabinet there, and he's not shying away, and he's telling people that this is what we are all about. This is what we want to portray to the world. Yogi Adityanath, the Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister, on your screens right now, taking a dip at the Triveni Sangam at Mahakumbh.
Right. Right, of course, Niranjan, it's something that we have not seen before, and it's of course it's full display. We can see the Yogi Adityanath cabinet setting up an example there. Of course, there is heavy security deployment. You can see viewers as we get those live visuals, and I believe that the holy dip that ceremony is now has now concluded. They're going back to that motor boat. And Yogi Adityanath, along with his 54 ministers, have all taken that holy dip and posed before the cameras. And of course, it is something that, is something that is very historic. Now we see the other, we see civilians also, many of the family members also have come there and taken that holy dip as per the tradition of Mahakumbh. And in fact, Niranjan continues to stay with us. Niranjan continues to stay with us on the broadcast. 54 ministers, of course, Niranjan, take a dip at the Mahakumbh, and also not to forget that the important cabinet meeting that has also taken place, and there are plans, the preparations that are being made for the next Shahi Snan, what is now called the Amrit Snan. It's going to happen on 29th of January. Or and we've seen Yogi Adityanath being very hands-on right from, the way the fire broke out. He was there. He arrived at the spot. Whenever there is any issue, whenever he has to be there for the preparations, he's very, very hands-on. That's what we are seeing, from the Yogi administration, the reactions there, that administration has been very hands-on for this historic event.
Well, it's such a monumental event, Rakshita. 450 million devotees from around the world is not a small number. I mean, the kind of arrangements that they have made, yes, there was a small incident and it was contained. There was no harm to anybody's life. And it was, handled in a matter of minutes. And that shows you the kind of seriousness that has gone into organizing an event of this scale. It's a sacred gathering rooted in Sanatan Dharma, showcasing the centuries-old traditions and India's culture, the best of it. And safety measures, advanced cutting-edge tech that has been used in ensuring the man management, the people management at Mahakumbh in Prayagraj, advanced safety measures. The planning has gone on for months together. The scale of the infrastructure that you have seen there in Prayagraj at the Mahakumbh is one that will, be an example for all states, of course. I mean, because it's not easy and it's not simple to host an event of this stature. It's, first of all, the Kumbh Mela, the Mahakumbh Mela is held every 12 years. And this year, it began on the 13th, will continue till the 26th. And not just that, just to give you the scale, there's a temporary city that has been built there at Prayagraj, spanning nearly 4,000 hectares. 4,000 hectares of land converted to just house people coming in. And the number of people in the span of about 45 days will be about 45 crore. So that's almost a crore a year. That's the kind of numbers that they're seeing every single day. As the number of tents, there are 150,000 tents. 150,000 tents, housing anywhere between one person to 10 people. We are told in some cases these are tents that are being rented out. There are enhanced sanitation facilities, improved transportation. Nearly 40,000 police officers, and we are told that, this time around, AI-powered surveillance systems are also in place to ensure that people are tracked, to ensure safety. Also a testament this year around, if you look at the scale of how big this event is, to show the world that India can manage to not just host, but also successfully carry out large-scale gatherings reflecting our rich culture, heritage, traditions. And this year, of course, this year's Mahakumbh Mela is unique in itself since, we were talking about it. It's the auspicious day of Posh Purnima which was on the 13th of January. That's when it began, and the constellation, the alignment this year is very rare, seen only once in 144 years. So it is, of course, one of the largest, most revered religious gatherings in Hinduism. In this shorter span, you will never ever perhaps see 45 crore Hindus gather. And we are also told that 70 lakh people are present at the Kumbh Mela at any given point of time. And this is what some of the artificial enabled trackers have been saying. And yesterday we had some more numbers that came in. We are hearing that nearly 10 to 15 lakh daily visitors, 50 to 60 lakh residents in the area. And on peak days, on very auspicious days, the attendance at the Mahakumbh goes up to almost 6 crore people. And what they're using this time is AI at integrated command and control centers, which is showing real-time crowd monitoring, preventing of overcrowding, enhancing safety measures. There were also some pictures that were put out by ISRO to show how Mahakumbh looks from space. And we'll put out those pictures in a short while from now as well. These floating visitors, we are told, are roughly about 10 to 15 lakh. Come and go, and 50 to 60 lakh people estimated to stay in Mahakumbh Nagar. And the total number, including the residential people who are there, who are staying put at Mahakumbh Nagar, and the floating visitors, that's 15 lakh every day. That takes it up to nearly 75 lakh every day. That's 7.5 million. That's a lot of people who are traveling every single day. But on the first day itself, when it began on the 13th, we saw 1.65 crore devotees converge at the Devotee Sangam, and the next day the number of visitors shot up to 3.5 crore, and eventually it's over 8 crore. And there is a picture that we have from ISRO that we will just put out in a short while, and just to show you the scale of how many people gather every single day, and what it looks like really from space. And 40 crore people total in all expected to throng to the Mahakumbh Nagar. The core of this monitoring exercise, we are told, are at the integrated command and control centers. Okay, some soundbites coming on ANI.
आज पवित्र संगम में स्नान करके 144 वर्ष बाद आए हुए कुंभ में मतलब उस अलौकिक आनंद के लिए शब्द की सीमा से बहुत बाहर की बात है। मैं गंगा मैया को प्रणाम करता हूँ, यमुना मैया को प्रणाम करता हूँ, सरस्वती मैया को प्रणाम करता हूँ, तीर्थराज प्रयाग को।
आखिरी सवाल रहेगा सर, अखिलेश यादव कह रहे हैं ऐसे समय पे कि ऐसी जगहों पे राजनीतिक मंथन नहीं होना चाहिए कैबिनेट बैठक।
श्री अखिलेश यादव जी को मानसिक और दृष्टि दोनों दोष हो गया है, रोग हो गया है, उसका अच्छे से इलाज कराएं। कुंभ के समय ऐसी बयान देना, यहाँ राजनीति करना बहुत गंदी बात है, और भगवान से यही प्रार्थना करूंगा गंगा मैया से कि उनको सद्बुद्धि दे। इस प्रकार का विकार उनके अंदर जो है और इस समय या तो समाप्त हो जाए या तो कहीं जाके इलाज कराएं। धन्यवाद।
Right, that was Deputy Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, Keshav Prasad Maurya, speaking after that holy dip ceremony. And there you have the visuals that just came in a few minutes ago. Yogi Adityanath around with his cabinet colleagues, the 54 cabinet ministers of Uttar Pradesh taking that holy dip. And of course, millions of people come together at the Mahakumbh, which is a historic And there you see Yogi Adityanath along with his other colleague Keshav Prasad Maurya, Brajesh Pathak and several others who are coming in together for this display of faith and the belief. And of course, it's also a show of strength, a show of display of solidarity, that they set an example that this Mahakumbh is not about religion, it's about faith, it's about India's culture and heritage. It's a confluence of prayers, traditions, and cultural heritage. We will get you more updates from Ground Zero or from Prayagraj viewers with our team of reporters. We'll shift our focus to other stories that are making news from across the country. Continuing its crackdown on the narco drones, the BSF personnel in collaboration with the Punjab police officials seized one more drone at the border area in Taran district. The search operation was based on a specific input that led to the recovery of a drone from a farming field in Taran. Both the BSF and Punjab police have implemented robust technical countermeasures on the border, and the efforts of BSF and police have thwarted Pakistan's smuggling attempts and intrusions of illicit drones from across the border. Former Delhi Chief Minister Aam Aadmi Party National Convener Arvind Kejriwal called it a middle-class manifesto. In a no-holds-barred attack, Kejriwal slammed the centre over alleged tax terrorism, saying for middle class there is tax on everything.
हमने मिडिल क्लास को महंगाई की मार से बचाने के लिए बिजली और पानी के बिल कम कर दिए। आज देश के सभी बड़े शहरों में सबसे सस्ती बिजली दिल्ली वालों को मिलती है। और इतना ही नहीं, हमने आपके टैक्स का पैसा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में इन्वेस्ट करके पूरी दिल्ली में बिजली की सप्लाई 24 घंटे कर दी, जबकि 10 साल पहले दिल्ली में 8 से 10 घंटे के पावर कट लगते थे। ये करके मिडिल क्लास को अगर हमने थोड़ी सी राहत पहुंचाई है।
After Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar bats for the implementation of Uniform Civil Code, Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami has reacted to the issue, saying Dr. B.R. Ambedkar also wanted the Uniform Civil Code and the law is not meant to target a particular group or community. Highlighting its significance, Chief Minister Dhami further added that the UCC is for equality among the masses and upliftment of women in the society.
UCC हम एक तो भारत के संविधान के अनुच्छेद 44 में जो बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर जिसका प्रावधान करके गए थे, हम उस यूसीसी को लागू कर रहे हैं। उसका हमने एक्ट बनाया है, उसके लिए हमने ड्राफ्ट कमेटी बनाई थी, उसमें व्यापक हितधारकों से बातचीत हुई है और उसके बाद ही जो है यूसीसी को अमल में लाया गया है। किसी को टारगेट करने जैसी कोई बात नहीं है। ये बात वो लोग कर रहे हैं जो कुछ वोटों के ठेकेदार बने थे, कुछ लोगों को भड़काने का काम करते थे, लेकिन हमारा है कि सभी को समानता का अधिकार मिले।
UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath Akhilesh Yadav has taken a dig at UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath for chairing a meet at the Mahakumbh. Akhilesh said that Kumbh is a religious gathering meant for worship and not a place to hold political meetings. Hitting at Yogi Adityanath, Samajwadi Party Chief said that UP Chief Minister wants to send a political message by chairing the cabinet meeting at Mahakumbh.
वो स्थान नहीं है जहां पर राजनीति और राजनीतिक कार्यक्रम और फैसले लिए जाएं। कैबिनेट ही पॉलिटिकल है
सर। कल ज्वाइंट पार्लियामेंट
और कुंभ के स्थान पर कैबिनेट करना ये पॉलिटिकल है और पॉलिटिकल संदेश देना चाहते हैं वो लोग।
Aam Aadmi Party's ally in the India Alliance Congress has launched a scathing attack on Aam Aadmi Party Chief Arvind Kejriwal, saying Kejriwal formed his party to fight corruption, but the CAG report shows allegations of big corruption cases. Citing the report, Congress leader Ajay Makan said only 3 hospitals were inaugurated in the last 10 years and Delhi government acquired 15 plots, but no work was done on them. Makan further alleged that during COVID era, Kejriwal got 635 crore rupees, but it was not spent on Delhi infrastructure.
मठ में क्योंकि वो वहाँ उस मठ के महंत भी हैं, वहाँ पर वो अक्सर पूजा करते हुए हमें नज़र आते हैं अलग अलग मौक़ों पर, चाहे वो दिवाली हो, चाहे अलग अलग धार्मिक आयोजन हो। और आज महाकुंभ में वो डुबकी लगाने के बाद ये पूजा करते हुए वो अपने पूरे मंत्रिपरिषद के साथ जो मंत्रोच्चार है उसके बीच ये पूजा जारी है।
Right, so there you have Yogi Adityanath now performing rituals after the holy dip at the Triveni Sangam. As we speak, those are live visuals coming in from the Mahakumbh in Prayagraj. Yogi Adityanath with the flanked by Keshav Prasad Maurya and Brajesh Pathak and other cabinet ministers. 54 cabinet ministers have just taken the holy dip at the Triveni Sangam, at the holy confluence, and now we see the priests are performing puja for Yogi Adityanath and the cabinet, and it's of course a rare sight. We do not get to see such a display of faith and belief and cultural unity before. We have not seen that today on the occasion, on the festival of Mahakumbh that's underway in Prayagraj. We see that the entire cabinet coming together, taking the holy dip, and now also performing rituals, paying tribute to the gods and goddesses at the river. Yogi Adityanath was also there, of course, Gorakhnath Mathadish. Yogi Adityanath there at Prayagraj. Live visuals coming in, Republic TV getting you those latest visuals from the Triveni Sangam. 54 Yogi Adityanath cabinet ministers have taken that dip, and now they're performing the puja after the holy dip. It's a historic gathering with the entire cabinet at the Mahakumbh, and after that important cabinet meeting, special cabinet meeting, key discussions included the 5-year review of the UP aerospace defense policy as well, new incentives aiming at boosting investment, and of course preparations for the upcoming Amrit Snans. Now we see that the entire UP cabinet at the Triveni Sangam. And we continue to get you more updates from Prayagraj, with a network of reporters also getting you those live visuals, entire cabinet there, and mantras being chanted, Aarti also being performed. So the mantra chanting, the tributes being paid, and now the Aarti has also been performed. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath offering the Argha.
जयति प्रयागराज गंगे च यमुने चैव गोदावरी सरस्वती सिंधु कावेरी गणेशं संगमे कुरु सरस्वती मधुरंदे भगवतः सरस्वती दिगंतरा तेरे भव सरदारियं सागरधीर पुरगा सागरतः सागरबादा भूमिको यदि सर्वधारणा बोधय वेद गोधरंजन भोरंजतवाभ्यम्मा उदामृतद्रशेषानो जरन्नेन हरि हेराव्यानित्यमहिमादो ध्यायाश्च भोरुदः भादोस्कर्गवा भूरानिर्वाप्यप्रेदन्तिः गोर्धौदय पुरुगः भादोसेहा भवपुरः नवोदिगवन्धरामस्तासमानसने हरितदुद्धिराजयायत विराजो मन में बसा कर तेरी मूर्ति उतारूं मैं मैया तेरी आरती इधर हरे ब्रजनाम में असुर सवे हरो सर्वगण जो सत्य आत्मसंग ब्रजा सारी भगवान भगवान
There you have the entire UP cabinet performing the Aarti at the Prayagraj Triveni Sangam after the holy dip, the prayers, the mantras chanted by the priests there, and now the Aarti is being performed. You can see the presence of priests with the 54 cabinet members at the Triveni Sangam performing the Aarti and paying tribute to the holy confluence of Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati at Prayagraj, and floral tribute, flowers being offered to the holy river, and taking the holy dip that stands for washing away all the negativity and a fresh start, purifying the soul, and performing the puja, performing the Aarti. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath there in the center of it all. And remember, it's faith combined with work. Many projects like Vindhya Expressway have been approved today at the Yogi Cabinet meeting at the Mahakumbh today. prior to this holy dip and the puja. You can see everybody raising the mantras, the holy chants being raised there after the Aarti is performed as per traditions in Sanatana Dharma, as per the traditions of the Mahakumbh. You can see ministers from all faiths, ministers from all sections of society coming together, uniting, joining hands and being part of this historic gathering, this congregation. And it is, of course, an example for every state in the country. It's an example for the entire world, how the Mahakumbh is not just religious. It's not religious. It transcends the religious boundaries, and it brings together people from all walks of life, from all faiths, and from all sections of society, and celebrate our rich cultural heritage. We'll get you more updates, viewers, on that story. Right now, we're slipping into a very, very short break, but more details coming up on that holy dip ceremony of the entire Yogi Adityanath cabinet right now at Prayagraj. Stay tuned.
उस दिन सनसेट देखने छज्जे पे चढ़ा, टूट गया।
हाँ, तो किसने बोला घर की दीवार पे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करने को?
सफीना बदतमीजी।
समझ गया। मेरे पास आप दोनों की प्रॉब्लम की मेडिसिन है। इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील टीएम की बात एकदम सॉलिड।
आज से 2 हफ्ते के बाद देश का अगला बजट आने वाला है। इस लोकसभा के सत्र में आम आदमी पार्टी के सांसद मिडिल क्लास के मुद्दे संसद में उठाएंगे। मिडिल क्लास की आवाज की गूंज अब संसद में सुनी जाएगी। हम ये मांग करते हैं कि देश का अगला बजट मिडिल क्लास को समर्पित हो।
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
everyone. I'm Ira Singhal and I'm delighted to be coming your way on 23rd January in Republic India Women's Summit 2025. This is a special opportunity to celebrate and acknowledge the extraordinary women who make us dream higher, aim higher and to achieve all our dreams. I'm really delighted to be a part of this event and you can watch me live only on Republic Media Network.
Amity has been ranked among the top universities globally for producing the most employable graduates by the Times Higher Education UK. Yet another testimony to Amity's excellent placement record.
Those are the latest visuals we have from ground zero from the Mahakumbh Mela in Prayagraj, and it's a special cabinet meeting. The Chief Minister, entire cabinet will be joining the Mahakumbh festivities with the devotees as well, and all 54 ministers of UP cabinet have been invited for this meeting for the significant proposals and schemes for the states to be discussed as well, and to create a sustainable development for Prayagraj and surrounding areas. The plan has been discussed, and also Yogi Adityanath will be taking the holy dip in the sacred waters of the Triveni Sangam, the confluence of the three holy rivers. UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath chairing the special meeting and also preparing for that holy dip. This is the second time Yogi Adityanath will lead his cabinet to the Sangam. 2019 Kumbh Mela also, he took a ceremonial dip along with his ministers and other saints. And remember, 5th of February is when Prime Minister Modi is also likely to visit the Mahakumbh and expected to take the holy dip in Ganga, perform the Aarti also. And there you have visuals coming in from the Triveni Sangam, first on Republic TV. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath going to take that dip of faith, that holy dip. And my colleague Raghavendra joining us live on the broadcast for more. Raghavendra, Mahakumbh, of course, once again we'll see that Yogi Adityanath will be taking the holy dip, Snan.